Okay, now we're on to question 13, which is a contingency table. Okay, so the contingency table has students categorized by their nationality and whether they own a dog or not. So the first question asks us, what's the probability that a student in the study is Chinese and owns a dog? So it's asking probability Chinese and dog. Okay, now you need to remember that when we have a contingency table, an and question is very straightforward. You don't need to do any multiplication. Okay? That's only if you have a contingency table. All you have to do is find the cell where the two events intersect. So Chinese and owns a dog. There are 98 people in that event. 98 people are Chinese and own a dog. Okay, then what do we put that over? Well, really before we started, we should have totaled the columns and totaled the rows. So let's go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to sum these four numbers. It gives me 820. I'll sum these four numbers. Give me 748. Okay, then just because I'm a very careful person, I'll sum the rows as well. Okay, because that's actually a way of checking your work. So these two numbers sum to 465. 239 plus 376 gives us 615. 98 plus 54 gives us 152. And 138 plus 198 gives us 336. Okay, now the last step, I'm going to sum these four numbers. Okay, so the sum of these four numbers comes to 1,568. Now, just to be really careful, you really should check to make sure that these two numbers also sum to this amount, because that's our sample space. Okay, and you know, if you make a mistake in the sample space, your whole answer is going to be wrong. Okay, so basic rule for probability, number of outcomes in the event over number of outcomes in the sample space. So our denominator will be 1,568. Okay, so that's the answer for A. Now the answer for B, what's the probability a randomly selected student is an American dog owner or an Emirati who doesn't own a dog? So what this is asking for, it's asking for the probability American and dog owner, okay, or Emirati and no dog. Okay, so probability of American and dog owner. Here's American, owns a dog. Okay, so that's going to be our numerator, 345. And then our denominator is the sample space, 1,568. Okay, or means plus. Then the probability of Emirati who doesn't own a dog. So Emirati and no dog. Here's Emirati, and here's doesn't own a dog. Okay, so that's going to be our numerator, 376, and our denominator will be 1,568. So then we just sum those, and we're going to get 721 over 1,568. Make that 7 a bit more 7-ish looking. Okay, so that's this contingency table problem. It's a two-part problem. That's problem 13.